Hey everyone, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. This is Anne Turnbull. I'm coming to you live with Day 55 coaching. We are well on our way to being 2/3 of the way through our 90-day run. And I hope you've been enjoying the daily tips, the daily coaching, and that you're getting value. Today's coaching won't take long. It is about accountability. Now, it's great to get started on a goal, be planning and working towards that goal, but you can actually increase the odds of your success greatly by having accountability to somebody other than you or to something other than you, having external accountability. So I want you to think about how you are working in your business today, whether you are participating fully in this 90-day run, or whether you are just doing your daily method of operation, or whether you're doing a little bit here, a little bit there. How much do you actually want to achieve? And how much accountability do you have in place to help you achieve your goals? Now, I'll always remember a year that really made a huge difference for me. And that was a year when I put some external accountability in place. Now, I remember that what I did was I really wanted to, increase my prospecting and increase my number of recruitments. And my upline, Mike LeBrun, he is a machine. He recruits like crazy. He's always been one of the top recruiters in the world. He is so fantastic. And so I decided that what I would do is I would track my activity. Chris and Tammy have always taught 2 a day, 10 and play. That's Tammy's thing, 2 a day, 10 and play. I know probably today she would even say put more than two and play. Usually what we say today is with our DMO of 5x5, we like to actually reach out to 5 people daily, have 5 new conversations daily, have 5 follow-ups daily, have 5 people seeing a tool daily, and get 5 decisions daily. So whatever your methodology is, whatever your daily method of operation is, it's fine. But at the time for me, I wanted to at least have 2 new conversations a day. And I probably wasn't doing it too consistently. So what I decided to do was I decided to track my activity. And I knew that tracking my activity for me alone was probably not going to give me the results that I could have if I really was accountable externally. And so what I did was this. Firstly, I told Mike that every Sunday I would be sending him my spreadsheet where I would track the number of new conversations I'd been having and the number of new people looking at a tool and a few other metrics every week. And then I went to my team. I went to some leaders and I said, listen, I'm going to be starting an accountability group for myself with Mike. Would anyone also like to be part of this accountability process and be accountable to each other? And so quite a number of people said, yes, they would do that. And I told them every Sunday night, I am posting into the group my spreadsheet where I will show you how many people I've been talking to every week, because my commitment is I want 10 new prospects looking at information every week. Now, if that was today, this was probably 5 or 6 years ago. If that was today, believe me, my numbers would be higher. Okay, 2 a day is it seems like it's no longer enough, but at the time, 2 a day was what I was looking for. And I tell you what, that accountability, both to Mike, because I didn't want to disappoint him, but more than that, to my team members who, I was supposed to be leading by example. Oh my goodness, that made all the difference for me. And by the time Thursday came around, if I was looking at a blank spreadsheet, because one thing about me, if I say I'm going to do something, I will do it. And I will stay until my eyes are dropping, my head is dropping on the table to get it done, because I've said I'm going to do something and my integrity is so important to me. So if I've promised someone I'm going to get them something, then I'm going to get them something. So I had committed every Sunday that I would be posting my results into the group. And by Thursday, if I wasn't seeing, 2, 2, 2, 2 all along the week, then I knew I better get into action. And I knew that I had better get my 10 new prospects by Sunday. Otherwise, I was going to be in trouble. Now, in those days, we didn't even really find people on social media as much as we do today. So today, finding 10 new people to talk to is quite easy. You can actually do a lot more. And so that's what I did. And I did that for quite a long time. And I doubled my recruiting in that year. Not that everyone I talked to was, a slam dunk and joined my business. Absolutely not. But when you're in more activity, then you have more results. And that's just it. And it was that external accountability system that I put in place for me that doubled my recruiting. I went from 26 people I had recruited the year before to 54 people, okay, that year. And so it really worked for me, and more because I didn't want to disappoint my team even than my upline. Now, I actually put that same external system of accountability in place because I was still working in the corporate world. I put it into place in my corporate job as well. I told my boss that I would be sending a report every Sunday, telling them what activities I had done to move the business forward, because I really found that external accountability worked for me. Even late last year, I put an accountability system in place with a couple of different groups where I said, who would like to be accountable to each other? And, a few of us put up our hands. So I led the groups, but I was the first one to post. Because it was important to me that I would make sure that I would put my results into the group. And I tell you what, being accountable to put my results into the group meant I did those things. For the most part, I did a lot more activity than I would have had it just been me watching. That much is for sure. So the question for you is, what external accountability systems do you have in place to help you with your business? And I tell you what, if you don't have any, you need to get them. It is going to help you an awful lot. So that's number one. What external accountability systems do you have to help you move forward in your business? That's number one. Number two, do any of those accountability systems have pain involved if you don't achieve? Do they have pain? Do you have to pay someone? Do you have to be embarrassed in front of people in social media because you didn't achieve what you said? What kind of pain is going to be associated with not achieving something, not living up to your goals? I'm reading or listening actually to a book, Atomic Habits by James Clear. And he has amazing things to say, really fantastic about habits. And he was sharing about how he had a friend who was decided he was going to get into shape, he was going to eat the right things, and he was going to exercise every day for 90 days. And he actually associated a lot of pain with missing any kind of a workout. So if he ate the wrong things, his wife got to have $500 to spend on whatever she wanted. And if he missed his workouts, he had to give his personal trainer $200 to spend on whatever the personal trainer wanted. So you can imagine that with that kind of pain in place, you are not going to miss your workouts or your healthy eating. And so external accountability, number one. Is there any pain associated with any of those things? Number two is another thing to look at. Now, I want us to finish off this section here. And after you think about that, you really want to be thinking about how your external accountability can keep you moving forward, can keep you accountable until your internal accountability is strong enough. That even if there was so much temptation in front of you to do nothing, you would still be in action because your internal drive is strong enough. And what is it going to take to drive both the external accountability and the internal accountability? Well, that is your mission, your purpose, your reason, your why. Why are you doing this? Why? Why are you doing it? You have to think, what is it that you want? And the reason that you are doing this has to be stronger than the pain of doing what's needed. So for me right now, I'm very determined that I am going to get my business up back to where it was and then grow beyond. Very, very determined. And because I don't want to, go back to a level where I was not satisfied. I could not consider my business a success. And so we all know business has been a little bit of a struggle in the last little while, but I'm doing whatever it takes right now because there is no way I'm going backwards to that level where, I don't see success in front of me. No way at all. And that is so strong that it is compelling me to do whatever it takes. Even if I'm up till 1 a.m, 2 a.m, sending messages, getting my lists organized, doing what I need to do to move the business forward. So you have to think about those things. What external accountability systems you have in place? How many are there? Do they have any pain built in? And how is your internal accountability? You want to eventually grow it strong enough that your external accountability systems will no longer be as needed as they were. Even for me, even when I feel incredibly accountable, the external accountability will always up the ante just a bit, because there's things, even though I might be very good at doing certain things consistently, I can always do more, I can always do better. And there's certain things that I know I should be doing every day that I don't do well enough when I'm not being accountable to someone. So think about your mission, your reason for doing it. It has to propel you into action every single day. And if you are like many, okay, even me, and you know that you're really not living up to your full potential, because believe me, there is so much inside you that you cannot even imagine, what is inside you, then I want you to repeat this to yourself. Okay, we're going to post this into the chat. So if you know you're not living up to your potential, then say this to yourself. It will really make a difference. Are we ready? Here we go. All right. So here we go. I forgive myself for not living up to my potential for however many years. It can be for the number of years you're alive. Okay. I forgive myself for not living up to my potential for this many years. But from this moment on, the world will know my name. I'm going to get louder. I'm going to help more people. I'm going to get better every day. I'm worthy. I'm capable, and I'm deserving. World, watch my smoke, because I'm about to kick butt. Say that to yourself and see how you feel. Say it to yourself every day until you believe it, until you move, until you're in action. And here's the challenge for you today. I want you to set up external accountability systems. Ideally, in a perfect world, I want you to set up 6 different external accountability systems. Brainstorm what those could be. Talk to Crossline, talk to Upline, think about social media, think about sending a message to someone in corporate, think about your kids. So think about all the things you could be doing for external accountability, even adding the pain part, and put those systems in place. Once you have your 6 external accountability systems, I want you to type them into the chat. Okay, type them into the Facebook group chat so that we can see them. And I know that you are about to skyrocket. You have potential. You will live up to it because you are deserving, you are worthy, and you are so capable. And I can't wait to celebrate you at the top. Have an awesome, awesome rest of your day.